Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to another Walking Dead video. So in this one here, I actually wanted to break down the episode 21 trailer. We're actually already at that point now. Like, now that we've watched episode 20, there's only 4 more episodes left, and obviously one of those episodes is the one airing next Sunday, which we did get a trailer for. And besides this episode, I mean, there is some footage, I will say, from the trailer at Comic-Con that I don't think is going to be happening here in this episode. So that means that we have some footage from those last couple of episodes. I'm not entirely sure which one. It could be from 22 or in 23. But I'm going to say, based off of where some of this stuff is going, it really does feel like some of the stuff with the Civic Republic, or maybe with the Rick Grimes survival reveal, could be coming out in episode 22 or in 23. And I only say that because of the episode titles. One of them is titled Faith, and the other one Family. It just kind of makes sense based off of where this story is going here. So anyways, obviously before we go any further, please be aware that this video will contain spoilers for episode 20, like major spoilers. I've literally watched the episode and be talking about so much of what happened there, and then obviously getting into some stuff here in 21. Also, make sure to be a subscriber if you do want to get all my Walking Dead content like this all season long. I mean, we're already at the point now where there is only 4 more episodes left, but I mean, obviously after that, there's going to be a lot to talk about with The Walking Dead just in general. There could be a Rick Grimes post-credit scene. There's a bunch of stuff with that. And then obviously some trailers that we could get for all the spinoff shows. And then we're just really on trailer watch and filming watch for the Rick TV show at that point. So yeah, very exciting stuff. But to actually get into the trailer breakdown here, so there's a lot of stuff to break down here. It seems like, I mean, obviously if you watch the ending scene there of episode 20, a lot of characters have now been taken to, I guess, this camp. It's not necessarily another community, but it looks like they're being taken here and they're forced to sort of do some work and all of that. Now, I don't see this being a place that they're taken to and they're just sort of forced to stay there. Because that's the one thing with Pamela Milton. If you notice what she was saying in the recent episodes, like, well, I guess she wasn't actually saying anything. That's actually a bad example. Pamela Milton didn't want to get into what exactly was happening with that. But Lance said that the train was sort of a way to form alliances basically with other communities. Like, I'm paraphrasing there because he mentioned alliances in another episode, but basically he wanted the Commonwealth to expand and reach other communities and whatnot. And then Carol sort of made that joke where she was like, oh, so you mean conquer other communities basically? I mean, I think the Civic Republic, that's obviously, that's there's no way they're conquering anyone there. But basically, I think the way that this is connecting here, it really depends. First of all, I will say it really depends on when the train basically comes here to pick everyone up. Because obviously we see a lot of characters, and that's why there's a lot of conflicting information here and shots here in the trailer. So we know that Daryl and Carol are sort of waiting for that train to pass by. I think once it passes by, they maybe jump on the train, or I guess they do have a vehicle, so they're probably going to drive alongside it and follow it to see where it's going, kind of thing. The last we saw of our characters, they weren't on this train. They actually weren't at all. They were in that white bus or whatever, and they're taken to this new place here. And almost everyone's been taken here. Like, it seems like almost everyone was taken here. There's Ezekiel, there's Rosita, there's Negan, Kelly, I believe Judith is here, Herschel. I think Maggie's also here as well. Like, almost everyone was taken to this place here. I honestly think the only characters back at the Commonwealth are just Connie, Eugene, and Yumiko. Almost everyone else was taken here. So I'm actually wondering, and again, there's really no proof of this at all, but I'm wondering if the reason for them staying here right now is to sort of sort through them all to be like, okay, this character, but this person is an A and this person is a B, right? I wonder if that's actually what's happening here. And for some of the characters that are an A or whatnot, maybe they're actually put on that train and taken somewhere else. So I think we're actually at the point now where we're going to learn the why. Like, why are they doing this here? There is actually some shots of Daryl interrogating this Commonwealth soldier, and it looks like the Commonwealth soldier, I believe, is going to tell some information here to Daryl. So it just really is, it depends on what, right? Like, at this point, it just depends, like, why are they doing this here? It doesn't really make much sense. And that's why I always say, like, if this is just something that Pamela Milton is doing, taking people and making them do, I guess, physical labor or manual labor work, like, that's not really, like, that's not really disappearing people. Like, these people aren't disappearing still because they could just get out and go back to the Commonwealth, right? So that's not really dealing with the issue here. Tyler Davis doesn't seem to be here. So this obviously seems to be the first stop and what seems to be another destination that they're going to here. Like, we do see a lot of shots of this train, and this train is going somewhere. And if I had to give a prediction on what's going on here, I think they were taken to the certain location with this train going somewhere. And I really do believe that Daryl and Carol, and it depends on who else, but they basically have to make it there and find out more information and just, I guess, basically rescue our people before that train gets there and basically picks them up, because who knows where they're going to be going at that point, right? Like, I don't really, again, it's pretty crazy that they actually have a fully functioning train. Like, this is really insane. And honestly, the budget for this is really incredible. Like the fact that, I mean, that train is real. Like they actually went all out and literally got a train. We do see some shots here. There's a shot of Ezekiel, and I believe that's Kelly. There's a Commonwealth soldier shooting at someone over there. I mean, this is happening at nighttime. I have no idea where this is taking place, but again, they're sort of at this place here, this camp, and maybe that's Carol out there. I can't really actually tell. No, it's not Carol. I believe it's just a walker. So it's possible that some walkers actually came here and they're just sort of dealing with that. There's a shot here of Negan. I thought that this was him like driving the vehicle, but obviously not, because the metal bars wouldn't be in front of him there. But you do see Ezekiel in the back. And I believe at this point here, obviously Negan and Ezekiel are working together. And that's kind of cool, because I don't remember the last time those two characters actually really ever got along. Because I don't think they actually have ever really gotten along or really had scenes together in a long time. So it was kind of cool to see that. I mean, I think it's definitely at this point, yeah, definitely do it, because this is the one time to do it. Ezekiel's not getting a spinoff, so yeah, definitely do it now. But I wonder if this is when they first get there. Like they sort of woke up, because obviously they're still on that bus right here. So this must be like when they first get to this place and they're sort of wondering what the hell is going on here. We do see some shots of Herschel being taken away, and yeah, just where is he being taken to, right? I mean, there's going to be some theories on like, you know, he was taken away because he's going to, I guess, New York or somewhere, and that this is basically some setup for The Walking Dead Dead City. Now, I would believe that, but there are some shots where you do see Maggie hugging Herschel, and it's not in this trailer, but it was in previous trailers. And I don't think we've actually ever seen that yet. Unless we have, then maybe I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure we haven't seen that scene yet. So I think, you know, Herschel might go missing right away, but he might come back in episode 22 or 23. Maybe Maggie will save him then. But yeah, we see a shot here of Maggie and Carol. And yeah, Maggie seems to be pretty upset about this. I mean, Carol makes it to Maggie. So that's really cool. I do actually really like that, like to actually have these two characters together, because it's actually kind of weird. I feel like we don't get a lot of like scenes together with Maggie and Carol, right? Even throughout the series, going back to the very beginning, they were never really together. Actually, you know what? There was that one episode, I believe, in season 6, where they were dealing with that savior at the Savior Outpost. But besides that, there really hasn't been a lot. So yeah, really cool to actually have them together here. We then have Gabriel here, and I believe Gabriel is speaking with Rosita. Now, this is going to be, I mean, I imagine a lot of people are going to be talking about this, and I actually do wonder if some information could come out here regarding the Civic Republic, because the way this scene right here plays out, again, it's very, very short, but it looks like Gabriel and Rosita are sort of listening to this walkie-talkie and just seeing what's going on. Again, this could literally just be a scene where they're hiding and they're just trying to listen to see what's happening or whatever, and they hear something, and so they know that now they're clear to run in this direction or whatever. But it could also be a scene where these two characters do learn some stuff about the Civic Republic. Maybe they actually literally hear something, and it might not be anything. It might just be something about, oh, we need these people here. Maybe there's literally a line that's said that's like, oh, maybe we have a couple A's or something like that. But basically, it seems like they're kind of reacting to something said on here. And again, this is probably going to spawn a lot of theories, just because it really does kind of, it seems like there could be something here. I mean, like, honestly, the way I feel like it's going to play out in terms of the Rick reveal, Rick survival reveal, or the reveal of the Civic Republic, is it seems like some characters are going to find out about the Civic Republic or about Rick before Daryl does, right? Like, I feel like they're going to find out, and then stuff's going to happen where they can't tell Daryl yet, so we got to wait for that kind of thing. So who knows? Maybe like that could be what we're getting here. We then see Outpost 22, and it actually says Alexandria Processing Center. So we haven't seen Alexandria yet, so we're actually returning to there in this episode. I don't actually know how much we're going to get of Alexandria here, because it does seem like Maggie wants to go back there. So I think some characters are going back here to Alexandria to take it back but I think some people are still going to be dealing with, you know, where our people were taken to. So it just really depends, honestly, with the timeline here. I'm kind of confused on what's going on. I definitely will do a lot more trailer breakdowns and stuff, and I'll analyze this a lot more. I'll go back and watch some old footage and stuff and try to piece together something here. But yeah, it's kind of confusing on why they're here. But yeah, anyways, we have a shot here of Daryl on a motorcycle. It's a Commonwealth motorcycle, first of all. And I actually think he does chase this Commonwealth soldier down. So I mean, maybe he's actually going to learn some valuable information here. I mean, we'll have to wait and see, I guess. The last scenes of the trailer here, we do see Negan and Ezekiel together. They're working together. And yeah, just really incredible stuff here. I just think just those certain character combos, man, I think it's just going to be a lot of fun. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to leave it here. Episode 21 looks really great. I'm very, very excited for this episode. I mean, episode 19, I will say, like, that's probably why I didn't do a lot of videos last week, is because it didn't really hype me up this much. 20 really set a lot of things in motion. That episode 21 trailer as well. Man, there's so much stuff to read into here. Like, I've watched it several times. There's so many things here. I'm gonna have to break it down in just into different segments. And again, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch some of the older trailers and stuff that we've gotten, because there's a lot of footage with certain characters together that aren't together. We have scenes with Ezekiel and Eugene together. And I mean, Eugene is dealing with, you know, the situation he's dealing with right now. Yeah, what's happening with all of this here? Like, what's actually happening? There's some stuff with Carol and Judith together. They're in a totally different setting. So yeah, man, like, I think 21, 22, again, I think my prediction right now is next week, there could be some stuff with the Civic Republic. We could learn maybe just more stuff of like why they're taking people. I think in 22, I can't remember which one's faith and which one's family, or if it's like family then faith. I don't remember exactly, but I think those two are going to be the ones with the Rick Grimes survival reveal, just sort of building to that finale, because it does just kind of feel like that's where we're going right now. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to leave it here, so definitely post your thoughts down below. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.